Hello everyone! Let's study narrative text. This time, let's study about legends. Let us begin. Now let's have a discussion first. Look at the pictures. There are three pictures. Now, can you guess the title of those legends? Let's start from number one. What is the title of the legend? You are right. It is Roro Jongrang. What about picture number two? It's quite easy to guess, right? Yes, it's Malin Kundang. How about picture number three? What is it about? Can you guess? You are correct too. It's about Toba Lake or Lake Toba. Now, do you like legends? We are going to study about the legends. Have you ever read a story that makes you sad or happy? The story they read might be narrative text. Narrative text is a kind of text which has the purpose to amuse or entertain the readers. No wonder you will feel sad or happy when you read a narrative text. Furthermore, narrative text will usually contain moral lessons for the readers. Want to know more about narrative text? Let's continue. Now, let us discuss about legends. Legends are concerned with the retelling of imaginary and real events. They tell stories about famous incidents that happened in the distant past. Often, it is not clear whether the characters really existed. Legends often have bits added to them over the years, as they are told and retold. The original author may not be known because the story has been shaped by many people over time. Do you know the social function of a narrative text? As you can read, the social function of a narrative text is to amuse or entertain the readers and deal with actual and vicarious experiences in different ways. Or in short, the social function of a narrative text is to amuse or entertain the readers with the stories. Now let's discuss about generic structures of narrative text. Number one is orientation. It is the set of the scene and introduces the participants. Number two is complication. It is when a crisis arises or a problem arises. Number three is resolution. Resolution is ways to overcome the problem. Number four is reorientation. This is optional in a generic structure of a narrative text. Now we come to the language features of a narrative text. Number one, focus on specific and usually individualized participants. Number two, use material processes, behavioral and verbal process. Number three, use relational processes and mental processes. Number four, use contemporary or temporal conjunction and temporal circumstances. And number five is definitely using simple past tense. Here is one example of a narrative text. From the picture, can you guess the title of the legend? Yes, the picture is about the legend of Banyuwangi. The legend of Banyuwangi is divided into three parts of generic structures. The first part is orientation, the second part is complication, and the third part is resolution. Let us read the orientation part. Once upon a time, there was a local ruler named King Sulakromo. The king had a prime minister named Raden Sidopukso. The prime minister had a wife named Sri Tanjung. She was so beautiful that the king wanted her to be his wife. Complication part. One day, the king sent his prime minister to a long mission. While the prime minister was away, the king tried to get Sri Tanjung. However, he failed. He was very angry. Thus, when Sido Pekso went back, the king told him that his wife was unfaithful to him. The Prime Minister was very angry to his wife. Sri Tanjung said that it was not true. However, Siddhapaksa said that he would kill her. Resolution part. He brought her to the river bank. Before he killed her and threw her into the river, she said that her innocence will be proven. After Siddhapaksa killed her, he threw her body to the dirty river. The river immediately became clean and began to spread a wonderful fragrance. Banyuwangi, Banyuwangi, Siddhapaksa said. This means fragrant water. Banyuwangi was born from the noble and the beauty and the sacred of love. Now, everybody, we have learned the basic information about narrative text. Let's have the exercises now. Exercises of narrative text. Direction: answer the following question correctly. I'll give you some time to read the text and then answer these five questions, okay? Now, these are also another exercises of narrative text. Write true T or false F for the statements below. I'll give you some time to answer the questions, okay? Everybody, let's have a little bit of discussion about past tense. Past tense is important to write narrative text. The structure of past tense is subject plus verb to plus object if it exists and plus time markers. Examples: I went to the gym yesterday. She wrote a letter to her friend last month. They gave charity to the poor a moment ago. There are two types or two kinds of verbs, regular and irregular forms. For the regular forms, put the ed ending for the past tense. Example: play, played, played. Study, studied, studied. For irregular verbs, there is no fixed rule, so you have to remember. Example: be, was, were, been. Begin, began, begun. Come, came, come. We have come to the summary. A narrative text should answer some questions: who, where, when. What happened with the characters? How did the characters overcome the problems? What are good values of the story? The social function is to amuse or entertain the readers. The genre structures are orientation, complication, resolution, and reorientation. The language features are focus on specific and usually behave individuals, participants, use material processes, behavioral and verbal processes, use relational processes and mental processes, use temporal conjunction and temporal circumstances, and use simple past tense. We have already come to the end of our lesson, but before that, you have a final task. Write a short composition about a famous legend from your region. Pay attention to the language features and mention the moral lesson you get from the lesson. Thank you, everyone. See you later.